I never believed in soulmates. Not the romantic kind, anyway. But Emily? She made me a believer. We met in a dingy coffee shop in Portland, Oregon, during one of those endless Pacific Northwest rains. She was sketching tarot cards on a napkin, the lovers, the death card, stuff like that, and I spilled my latte trying to impress her with some dumb line about fate. She laughed, those green eyes lighting up like she saw right through me. 6 months later, we were inseparable. Road trips across the USA, chasing sunsets from the Badlands to the Vegas Strip. She called it our eternal adventure. I called it love. Emily had this vibe. Not quite goth, but close. She collected old grimoires from estate sales, burned sage in our tiny apartment, and whispered incantations under her breath when she thought I wasn't listening. Just family traditions, she'd say with a wink. Witchy blood from my grandma in Salem. I humored her. Hell, I even let her read my palm once. She traced the lines and murmured, "Your fate's tied to mine now. Forever." I kissed her and joked, "Better not haunt me if I go first." Famous last words. It was last summer, July 14th, on I-80 cutting through the salt flats of Utah. We'd been driving for hours, windows down, her bare feet on the dash, singing off-key to some indie folk playlist. The sun was dipping low, turning the endless white expanse into a mirror of fire. I was tired, too tired. A semi-truck swerved into our lane out of nowhere. Brakes screamed. Metal twisted like tinfoil. Emily's hand gripped mine as the world flipped end over end. I remember the crunch. The shatter of glass like 1,000 breaking promises. Then nothing. Black, endless nothing. But not really nothing. I woke up, or whatever you call it when you're dead, in the hospital room. No, wait. Not quite. The air was thick, like breathing through wet cotton. I could see Emily in the bed across from me, bandaged and bruised, tubes snaking into her arms. Monitors beeped a steady rhythm, but it sounded distant, like underwater echoes. I tried to call her name, but my voice didn't work. No throat, no lungs. Just this cold, hollow ache where my chest used to be. A doctor came in, murmuring to her unconscious form. Stable, but the boyfriend, he didn't make it. Massive internal trauma. Emily's eyelids fluttered. She whispered something I couldn't hear. The doctor nodded, pulled the sheet over, nothing. Wait. There was no body. Just an empty gurney where I should have been. Panic hit me like a freight train, or whatever was left of me to panic. I floated toward the mirror on the wall, but my reflection? Blank. A smudge of fog where my face should be. I slammed into the glass, or tried.
I can't tell all in the short story for the full story link below.